This is an Ultrawood presentation. Welcome to the installation guide for pre-finished Ultrawood veneer. First, we must prepare the surface before we can lay up the pre-finished veneer. It is important that the surface be clean and smooth. We will fill any uneven or rough spots on the surface using a filler compound. Here, we are mixing the compound on a piece of scrap wood, so we can ensure the proper mix before application. It is important to get the mix just right in order to ensure a solid foundation to lay up the veneer. Below the piece of scrap wood that we are using as a palette for mixing the filler compound, you can see the uneven surface we are going to correct with filler. Here we are fixing the edge of a door. However, this filler can be used anywhere on the surface where there is a defect. Fill in all defects on the surface with the compound. It's alright if the compound is a little bit bumpy, as we will sand it out with 120 grit sandpaper after it dries. It is important to sand the entire surface because it will smooth out the bumps and provide a texturized surface for the glue to adhere properly. Once the filler compound has been applied, it takes 10 to 15 minutes for it to dry. Using an electric sander, sand the surface making sure it is flat and properly texturized for the application of the glue. Generally speaking, it takes 2 to 5 minutes to sand down the surface properly and then lightly clean it with a hand brush or dry cloth. Edging is applied first. Edging is applied in the same manner as the larger veneer sheets, so we are showing you what the edging looks like, but we are going to move forward to the gluing and pressing of the larger veneer sheets for instructional purposes. Ultrawood pre-finished veneer cuts similarly to Formica and laminate, so it can be cut into any shape you want before installation. You can use a table saw to cut the veneer. Here, we are using an industrial-sized table saw. After cutting the veneer, lay it down on the surface it is to be applied to. Make sure the veneer hangs slightly over the edge. It is important that both surfaces are clean and free of all debris before glue can be applied. Turn the veneer upside down and put a mask on it before applying the glue. Using a spray gun, apply the glue to both the veneer and the substrate to which the veneer is to be applied. Using a spray gun will give a more consistent and even application of glue, but if you don't have a spray gun, a roller will work as well. Spray the glue both directions evenly, vertically and horizontally. The more even the glue is sprayed, the better. Once the glue has been applied, it needs to dry for a short period of time. The next step is to place sticks down on the surface of the material. Each stick is about 1/4 inch thick. These sticks will help lay up the material evenly. Lay the sticks down about 3 inches apart. This will prevent the veneer from sticking to the material until ready for application. Lay the veneer on top of the sticks, making sure there's a slight overhang all the way around the edges. Be sure the veneer is exactly where you want it to be when the sticks are pulled out, as this is its final positioning. Start removing the sticks one at a time, starting in the middle. While removing the sticks, press down to affix the veneer to the surface. Now take a very soft cloth and wrap a clean block of wood inside it. Rub gently, being sure not to scratch the surface. Evenly and equally apply pressure to the surface of the veneer. In this demonstration, we are putting veneer on a door, so we need to route a hole for the doorknob mechanism. In order to find the proper location for drilling, simply feel under the veneer for the desired location and punch a hole through the face of the veneer from the top down. Before removing the overhanging veneer, check for voids. These are places where the material where the adhesive has not fully brought the veneer and the substrate together. Reapply pressure if necessary. Once this is completed, put on safety goggles and begin cutting the excess veneer. Using a router, cut the excess material. A steady hand in front of the router will help keep the veneer from chipping. Then take a sanding block and smooth the edges. After routing and sanding, the installation is complete. Now it's time to remove the protective peel coat and expose the finished veneer below. Thank you for watching this installation guide for pre-finished Ultrawood veneer. This has been an Ultrawood presentation.